Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. And we are revisiting an old Alviso today. Check that out. Blue skies, no leg warmers, no vests. Beautiful 72-degree day in California. This is from a few months back. In fact, this is the week after the last Alviso video that I posted. So I have a few more of these. I'm trying to do them in order. Like I said before, we're just getting through the base season together, guys, staying motivated to look forward to the 2021 race season. But anyway, the two major teams out today are Thirsty Bear here in the light blue kit, and then also in a light blue kit, actually, is San Jose Bike Club. Both teams probably had, 4 riders apiece. And other than that, there are a handful of other teams, but the rest of the guys are just kind of like me, rocking solo, no teammates. So let's see how this race shakes out. Let's fast forward a little bit. All right, so not even one lap in, and I get a flat. And to add insult to injury, that's when the attacks start flying. So first of all, this Mike's Bikes development rider and San Jose Bike Club guy get away 13 seconds on the first lap, just like that.
Catch him.
And a lap later, this chase group bridges across, and it contains yet another SJBC rider who is chasing his own teammate, I guess. I'll just leave it at that. Enough said. And the big problem here is that in tow, he has Jerome, who is the Thirsty Bear sprinter. And then a couple of seconds behind that is this Panvelo rider who is about to complete the bridge effort. So now this gap has grown to 20 seconds. It contains all of the big teams, so I'm pretty much screwed. So right now it's time to think about how can I prevent this breakaway from getting off the front and just riding away, never to be seen again. And the problem is all the teams are represented that I mentioned at the top of this video. So as I get back to the group, you can see who's on the front. Well, Thirsty Bear, and Thirsty Bear is not chasing their teammates. They are sitting on the front, and they are super happy with Jerome being in that group, and they like their chances here. And then San Jose, same story with them. They're not going to be doing any chasing because they have 2 riders up in that group. And then the few Panvelo guys that are in this race, they're not going to be chasing their teammate either. So that leaves me and a handful of other individual riders to take up the chase effort and to try to bring back a group which is now over 20 seconds, is working together nicely, and that's going to be really tricky. So the first thing you have to do is get to the front of this peloton, and look guys, the breakaway is not coming back unless there is like a concerted chase effort on the front. And there's a lot of people who have teammates up in that group up there. There's a large portion of this peloton that is not motivated to bring that group back. So I have to get to the front. I have to get up to the top 5, top 10 riders, something like that. That's where this race is happening. That's where decisions are made. And I have to think about how am I either going to bridge across to that lead group or chase it back, because those are the only 2 options if I want to win this bike race. And right now I am at the very back. It's time to move up. So as I'm rolling up towards the front right here, I am looking for little opportunities to move up 2-3 spots at a time, and I'm finding moments when there's like a little slowdown. Say we hit a headwind or a crosswind, we're coming through a corner, something like that. I don't want to see, like, there's moments right here where we're doing 500-600 watts even when I'm in the draft. Those are not the moments, guys, when you want to be moving up. So look for those times when maybe everyone else is coasting. You can just put in a few more pedal strokes, move up 3 or 4 wheels, and I am motivated to get to the front. Like, don't get me wrong, but I am not going to absolutely kill myself like it's the last lap of the race in order to get into position. I'm trying to still do it efficiently, but I just want to, like I said, get up to the top 5 riders, be a factor in this race, and figure out how I'm going to bring back this really threatening group currently off the front by, I don't know, maybe 25 seconds at this point. And as soon as I get to the front, sure enough, there's an attack. And see, I'm not the only one who sees the urgency and is threatened by the group of 5 off the front. So this is exactly why I need to be up here in the mix. This is the exact type of move that I need to be a part of. See, these guys are motivated to get across, and I need to be part of this. I need to be rotating, and I'm going to put in a pretty hard effort here to bridge across, and it's Panvelo chasing his own teammate. Guys, don't chase teammates. I say this every week. But Thirsty Bear, it won't be chasing. See, this is Brian. Brian's been racing for a long time. He knows exactly what he's doing. And he's going to be jumping on my wheel just like he was on the Panvelo rider's wheel, because he is not interested in chasing that breakaway group down. He's got Jerome up there, who is also on Thirsty Bear. He's been mentioned in a number of my other Alviso videos. He's a great sprinter. He's very capable of winning from that breakaway group. And Brian knows that I have to get up to that front group if I want a chance at winning this race. So he knows I'm desperate. Guys, look, anytime I'm doing a sustained effort of over 400 watts, like right now, 30 miles an hour, like I am not an FTP rider, so this is a really hard effort for me, especially after moving from the back of the field to the front of the field. And Brian knows that. Like, Brian knows that I'm going to be doing all sorts of work to try to get up to that front group. And when we turn this corner right here, I can look back over my shoulder. Brian does the same, and we see that the entire peloton is single file behind us, so that didn't work. But I have to stay up here. I have to keep the pace high. I have to keep committing energy because the breakaway is still like 20 seconds up the road. And if I want to win this race, I got to be part of it or chase it back. So let's see how that works out. So I just committed a whole bunch of energy trying to force a chase group and get separation off the front to try to bridge across to the lead breakaway. But here's the thing. I don't think that's the right move anymore because think about it. There are all of these riders in the peloton who have teammates up in the breakaway. It's very difficult to get clean separation and then to form a motivated chase group without a bunch of hitchhikers. So instead of continuing just beating my head against that wall, really the best approach in this situation to try to chase back the lead group is just to keep a consistently fast pace. Because if you do like 800 watts for 10 seconds and then you slow down to 100 watts for the next 2 minutes, like that is an overall really, really inefficient and slow approach. And a lot of my fans out there will know, who have seen a few of my videos, one of my mantras is consistency is efficiency. So I am just going to keep it not crazy fast, but consistently fast. So we're talking like 28, 29 miles an hour consistently is the key here. Because we tried the bridge thing, that's not going to work. Like I said, there's just too many people that have teammates up the road. So instead we need to chase them back. And the way I see it, there's like 15 riders in this group who don't have a teammate up the road or don't have a teammate at all like me who are motivated to bring that back. So that's 15 versus 5. You know, if we can pull together an organized chase effort, we should be able to bring that back. And that's kind of my thought process in this moment is I'm going to keep it fast. I'm going to rotate with the other people who also have motivation to keep it fast and to bring that group back. But to do so, we have to like be at 28, 29 miles an hour. So every time I see the speed dip like it is right now, I get to the front, I punch it up to 28, 29 miles an hour, and I motivate other people around me to get into that rotation and to keep it fast as well. But motivating a rotating chase effort on the front is easier said than done at Alviso, or any race for that matter. I mean, it's hard enough with like 2 or 3 people, but convincing the 10 or 15 it's going to take is almost impossible in this case. So where do we stand? Well, there's still a group of 5 off the front who probably now have like 30 seconds or more. And my attempts to bridge across have not worked. There's just too many savvy racers. The likes of Thirsty Bear and San Jose Bike Club are more than happy to jump in my draft and get a free ride across to the break. So then when I switched to chase effort, that didn't really work either. It started to fall apart, hard to motivate people. But do we give up? No. We send it, 100% rage attack. And we try to solo bridge across even though we know this will never work in a million years. And then we get caught and we tip our caps to the Thirsty Bear guys for a well-deserved win because, just as I expected, Jerome smoked him in the sprint for the win, and he won out of the front breakaway group. So congrats to Jerome. And thanks for staying this long, guys. I realize it got a little bit wordy, but hopefully there's some nuggets in there that you can take to your next group ride, practice race, criterium, whatever it is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.